Hi, my name is Jason DeKoff, and I'm an associate professor at Tennessee State University. Today, we're talking about nitrogen basics in episode 5 of our Soil Smart series. Now, nitrogen is pretty prevalent in the atmosphere. It makes up about 80% of the air we breathe. Now, unfortunately, we and a number of other organisms aren't able to access that nitrogen. There are some microorganisms that are able to do that, and a lot of times they'll pair with a plant and they'll basically provide the nitrogen that they're able to secure from the atmosphere in return for carbohydrates or other types of materials that the plant can produce. In general, however, most plants are going to have to get their nitrogen from some sort of a fixed form, whether it's present in the soil itself, from decayed organic materials, or whether it's something that's applied in the form of fertilizer. So the most prevalent types of materials that are found in fertilizer include nitrates, ammonium, and urea. And so it's important to remember that nitrogen is, of course, the most important element that plants require to be able to continue with proper growth and development and be able to provide good yields. Now, this is an animation that shows the difference between nitrate and ammonium and how they react in the soil. The ammonium is a positively charged species, and so when it comes into contact with soils in general, which have an overall negative charge, it's going to be attracted to that because it's got a positive charge and the clay particle has a negative charge, so those opposite charges attract. And so what this does is it allows for the ammonium to be held within the soil more, and the plants are still able to access it. Now on the other side we've got nitrate, which is a negatively charged ion, and so it's going to be repelled from the soil. So therefore it's not going to be held, and it's going to be more susceptible to leaching and loss from the soil. So these are some important characteristics to keep in mind when choosing a nitrogen fertilizer, the different effects that could occur within the soil based on the different properties of these two species. So there are some different types of nitrogen materials that can be purchased. In general, you're going to have certain materials that are going to be considered quick release, and by that they're going to be able to dissolve readily in water. They're going to be readily available to the plant, and you're going to see a definite difference in the plant itself, especially if it's undergoing some sort of deficiency symptoms. You'll be able to see a response pretty quickly. Now with the slow release fertilizers, specifically with nitrogen, they're going to dissolve less rapidly. They take a lot longer to break down, and they're going to be more expensive. So depending upon the need or the requirement, these are going to have different levels of importance. So that basically wraps things up for today's episode related to nitrogen fertilizers. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. My information is on the slide. And we hope to see you for future episodes of our Soil Smart series.